Hello and welcome to this second part of the Scratch animation on creating a solar system. In this part we're going to be orbiting some other planets and using Draw to make the orbits easier to create. So that's Mercury done. Now Venus, I need to do something similar to this. So what I can do, if I right click and say duplicate, it adds up on this page. I don't want it on this page, so I'll delete that out. But if I highlight it all and do Control C, go to Venus, Control V, I've copied it across. Now there's no point having it doing the same steps and degrees because it's going to crash into the sun, and it needs to be a little bit bigger than the orbit of Mercury anyway. So I'm going to stop it. I'm going to change it to, let's make this one 1 step and 1 degree, and we'll see what happens. There it is, it's going 1 step and 1 degree, and I want it to be a little bit more accurate than what it is at the moment, so I can do this little trick. So I'll just stop it for a second, and I'm going to get it to draw its path so that I can more easily change it. There's no draw in this new version of Online Scratch, Scratch version 3, in the original blocks, so I need to click on the extensions and choose pen. So now I'm going to set pen color to grey, and then I'm going to say pen down. So now when I click, I'm going to get a basic orbit drawn for me to help me determine whereabouts I should center this particular planet. So I'm going to stop it there. Now I can see that it needs to come down a bit from there and a little bit over. So let's run it again and see what happens. Okay, so I'm fairly happy with that, but you can see that it comes in a bit on this side, so I'm going to just bring it in a fraction, and I'll clear those orbits and I'll try it again. So let's see how close we are now. At the moment that's looking pretty good. If anything, I just need to bring it down a fraction when it gets to the top of its orbit. So I'll wait till it gets to the top of its orbit, and then I'll just bring it down just a smidgen. Okay, so if I run it again now, it should be fairly consistent as it goes around the sun. And for our purposes, that's going to be fine. So now the Earth is going to be obviously on an orbit around the outside of Venus. Because I've got that copy still in memory, I can press Control V, and now Earth has also got this block of code that I can use. So with Earth, I want it to move just a little bit further than what Venus does. And remember, Venus was 1 and 1, so I'll make Earth move 1.2 steps, let's see what that's like, and turn 1 degree as well. And when I click this play, I can see that it's going around, and it actually touches the orbit of Venus, which isn't much good. But if I just bring it down just a little bit, I might find that it avoids it, and it almost avoids it everywhere. So I need to just move it when it's at this point here. I just need to move it across a bit. So here I'm just going to move it just in a fraction, and now it shouldn't touch. It shouldn't touch Venus, but I'm sort of not happy because I think that Venus has got too big a orbit path. So I'll go back to Venus, and instead of moving 1 step, I'll get it to move 0.9 of a step. I'll erase that so that I see the path it takes. Alright, much happier with that. So I can get rid of the pen colors for Venus, and now I have the 3 innermost planets moving around in their orbits. So I'll stop that, erase all, so that, alright. Now you'll notice that Venus is still drawing its orbit. I know why, because even though I've got rid of the pen down and the set pen color, I never said pen up, so I need to just click on pen up, and if I erase all, now that won't appear. That's a little trick that you probably need to be aware of, because it might throw the students out a little bit. So I've got the 3 innermost planets moving around. In the next video we'll add in the outermost planet, and we'll also add in the ability for the planets to tell us a little bit about themselves when they get clicked. Talk to you then.